So I am here picking peas in the community garden, and they're doing well. Unfortunately, we do have some kind of animal pressure on them. It actually looks like it's rabbits, but I've never actually seen something like this before. It looks as though something is like chewing away at the stems, but it's also like whatever this is that's eating away at these stems will go and pick the peas off, the pea pods off of the plant and just take the stem. So I'm going to show you, I'll give you a good example of this. Here's a good example of what I'm talking about. Stems are being chewed off, and you can see it. It's actually quite consistent because it's just a little weed of a plant. It's happening everywhere. And if somebody else knows that it's like something else that's doing it, let me know what it is, because I have no clue. But look at this. So, peas. Unfortunately, we didn't catch them fast enough, but they're everywhere. I literally found some areas where there's just a handful of peas that were just dropped onto the straw. It's just absurd. Totally absurd. So it's unfortunate, but as you can see here, my roux is almost full of peas, which is great. We have had, this will be my second picking of peas here at the garden, and we'll have another couple of picking. So I can only be honest in what we're doing, picking what we've got. If the rabbits choose to eat it, or the raccoons, or whoever that might be, I don't know. But if they're choosing to eat some of them, I can only do so and so much. I can't afford to put an entire fence around this property, and Koa has done a really, really good job with keeping the deer out of here. So I can't complain. But like, we're getting good amounts of veg on here, so that's good. Something that I definitely would like to talk about here while I'm picking is just the value in doing your best, giving your best, and understanding when you don't have control over everything that is happening in your life. I was just telling Sheldon that I've had quite a few bad days lately, and it keeps me out of the garden. So yesterday I was in bed all day. The day before I was in bed all day, and it frustrates me because I can see I need to get into the garden. Like, these peas, they're getting close to overripe, and I don't want to miss an opportunity to pick them. Or I have a volunteer go into the other garden and they're telling me that there's things that can be picked there, and it just, that frustrates me because I want to be in the gardens and I want to be picking as much as I possibly can. And like, don't get me wrong, my volunteers are incredible. They're always like, just let us know, we'll come pick, we'll come do it. But I still need to go and actually observe and see, like, look and see what can be picked. And right now, like, the peas, I have peas and beans that I'm picking out of the community garden, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Like, you could see Mama was here earlier. She's coming back. She's going to help me a little bit, and that's it. Like, we're going to wash up a bunch of stuff that was donated to us, which is very cool. We actually had somebody from the Scatters crew donate a ton of stuff from their own garden, and they dropped it off here. And so I'm just gonna like package it up and get it ready for donations, and then we're gonna be able to go donate quite a bit this week yet. But what I was saying is, it's very, very difficult for me when I've made all these plans, and I definitely want to be very honest in the work that I'm doing. I don't want to all of a sudden get to a point where all of this stuff is just being thrown away because I'm not taking good enough care of it. You know, that is like worst case scenario, and that's something that I fear. But you can only give your best. You can only, and that is what life is like. And I was saying earlier, talking to Sheldon, I said, like, I just don't understand. I don't understand why. I don't understand why or how this is happening to me, how I've become so ill. And I also don't understand, or I don't think I'm ever going to have like a full comprehension of what I'm dealing with from day to day. I don't think it's ever going to get easy. It's never going to get easy. It's just not. And what I'm finding for myself is that I'm dealing a lot with guilt, because I know that my best used to look so different than what it looks like now. My best now is like, it's 20% of what my best used to be. That's frustrating. That's so frustrating for me. And so in saying all of that, I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what's happening in your own life. The thing that's getting me through is actually my times with Jesus, because I know that I actually still have value, and that I have not devalued at all by becoming sick. And that is something that I have to keep telling myself over and over again, that I still have value, and my value has not depreciated just because I've become a little disabled, or I have my weak days, or I lose my speech, so it's struggle to communicate with people from time to time. As you can tell, I have great speech today. I can communicate just fine today. But that's not always the case. And so I take these few opportunities that I have to communicate, and I'm trying to tell you all that those limitations come and they go, and you're saying it already. I know you're saying it. You might have some limitations, but that does not mean you're limited. And it's true. It really, really is true. You were created for a purpose. And there's Koa. Koa, I was trying to get down to like business here, talking to people. Oh, my legs. Ow, sweetie. Okay, what was I saying to you? We were all created with this great purpose, an amazing purpose. And that purpose, Koa, get off. Now she's gonna trample my peas. That purpose isn't taken away from us. And so I am desperately trying to live with inside that purpose. I find that when you are in those difficult places and you're seeking it out properly, I just feel like there is something that comes out of it that is just so rich and so beautiful. Exactly like this garden that I have behind me. This garden came because I'm like, God, there's something that I should be able to do that has meaning, that has purpose, even though I'm ill like this. And he like dropped this into my lap and said, here you go. You said there is something, there is. And I had to be brave to just step out and to go and do it. I don't know what's happening, but maybe there's something that's like going through your mind. It's a conversation you've had. Maybe it's a situation you've ran into. Maybe it's your own questions that you've been asking, something like that. And I just believe that God wants to meet you in that. And he wants to take you on a journey through that. Koa, no. Are you my thief? Careful. That is for the community, not for you, sweetie. Not for you. No, that's not for you. Off. Thank you. She might be the culprit. We'll see. Okay. So we had a bunch of things donated, and we've kind of created our washing packing station here on the kitchen outside. So we're going to be washing beets and putting them into baskets ready for delivery. So our first delivery, 2023.
Yep.
We have nearly 50 pounds of vegetables that we have. No, we have nearly 100 pounds of vegetables.
I was going to say probably over 100 pounds.
It's 92 pounds. So that's really exciting. We're actually just at the building. We're going to be handing all of these vegetables off to the people, and they will be giving to the people in need. So this is going to the local community center. Obviously, we couldn't take you into the building to let you see everything, but they were very excited to get the produce. And remember, you might have some limitations, but that does not mean you're limited. We'll see you next time.